Android 10 brought a lot of amazing features to the Android platform, a full system dark theme, gesture navigations, a ton of notification improvements, and a lot of other small changes, but there are still a couple of missing features that I feel would improve the Android experience. So here's my wish list for the next Android 11 update. The first big feature that I really want to see within Android 11 is an AirDrop competitor. For those who don't know what AirDrop is, it's a feature found within iOS that lets you easily transfer files among other iOS devices or Macintosh computers. It does this through a Wi-Fi or Bluetooth connection. Now I know what you're thinking, Android already has that option. You just need to download an app from the Play Store such as Files by Google, and it'll let you transfer files to anyone else who also has the same app. But let's be honest here, not everyone is going to want to download a third-party application just to transfer a couple of pictures or videos. And if you don't have a file transferring app, then you'll have to rely on email, text message, or a social app to send a file. In a lot of cases, having this feature within the sharing menu would make everyone's life easier. Android 10 expanded the dark theming immensely, but there's still one feature that I wish it had, and that is dark mode scheduling. It would be nice to have the dark mode follow the sunset and sunrise times, or just the option of setting your own custom schedule. For me, I wouldn't mind having the light theme become enabled throughout the day, and then at night, when I don't want to be blinded by a white background, the dark mode becomes enabled instead. I know some would prefer to have a dark theme be enabled at all times because it'll save you a lot of battery, but it wouldn't hurt to throw in that extra scheduling option for those who have a great battery capacity and also enjoy how the light theme looks. If you have Samsung running One UI, this option is already in the settings, or you can also download an app called Automatic Dark Theme for Android 10 to get it working. Before I talk about the next features that I hope Android 11 obtains, I do want to give a massive shout out to dbrand for sponsoring this video. If you're looking to skin your device, dbrand has some of the cleanest and most mesmerizing skins on the market. I know dbrand is a sponsor, but honestly I've been using their skins on every one of my devices for years now, and I do so not only to give my phone a personal look, but to give it a bit more grip so the phone won't slip out of my hand when I'm using it without a case. If you want a bit of protection, they also have a customizable case called the Grip. You can even slap a skin on the back of it to personalize it to your liking. By the way, I really recommend the swarm texture since the hexagon shapes constantly change when you move the case at different angles, and it still looks very professional. I'll drop a link in the description if you're interested. Next, for those who have a Google Pixel running Android 10, you know how annoying it is to slide out a menu with the new navigation gestures. This is because of the new back gesture, which interferes with the slide out menu gesture. So now you need to tap on the hamburger menu or long press and then slide inwards just to get the menu. It doesn't feel as intuitive. A great fix to this would be to disable the back gesture only on the top section of the screen so you can bring out the menu easily. That's something that OnePlus did when they first released their Android Q builds, and I think it worked really nicely. A built-in screen recorder and expandable screenshots would be amazing within Android 11. For years now, I've wanted a built-in screen recorder that records in great resolution and in a high bitrate. We almost had it within the early stages of Android 10, but it never came to the final release. You could just use a third-party app like Screen Recorder, but it would be nice to have this feature within the settings or quick settings panel. iOS and OxygenOS already have this native feature, so I don't see why stock Android can't have it too. This also goes for expandable screenshots. A lot of OEMs had this feature, including OxygenOS and One UI, and it's a handy feature for sharing a long conversation or an informative article quickly. Lastly, with the new gesture navigation, Google has not yet made it compatible with third-party launchers. So if you're using Nova Launcher or Launcher 2 and you try to long press and swipe up to go to the recents menu, the animation will be very abrupt and jumping into your most recently used apps won't be as satisfying. On top of that, the home screen's dock won't show up in the recents menu, so you can't use your app drawer quickly. If Google can fix this within the next big update, it would make a lot of users extremely happy. So those are some of the features that I wish stock Android had, and I hope we can see a few of these in the next upcoming Android 11 update. Either way, that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments what features you hope to get in Android 11. Drop a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Don't forget to check out those dbrand skins through the link in the description. Get subscribed with the notification bell turned on, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Kapow!